All right, in this video, we're going to talk about what it takes to bring a listing to market. You can just put a sign in the yard and hire a photographer and hope things go well, but I'm a believer where you have to just put in your best effort and really bring the property into a almost like a model home situation. So that's what we did here on 6907 East Portland Street. Today we're in South Scottsdale, which is an 85257 zip code. And I'm going to walk you through everything we did. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but we're going to share some insights and details on what I do when I actually bring a house to market. So let's start with the outside. The first thing we talk about is landscaping is a must. You've got to have the grass tight. You've got to trim the palm trees. I just can't stand a palm tree that's not trimmed. So I always get that done. Then we're going to paint the exterior and the interior. On my paint team, we have a designer, so she helps me pick out a color scheme that makes sense for the actual property. This is a 1957 block construction home. So we have some accents. It's a white body. We've got a really dark brown trim. You can see that works well with the roof. So these are just some things that we did to choose the paint color here. And coming in, of course, we've got a blue door, which I think is a nice accent. And so here we are. This is where the real work begins. This home had been a rental for 5 years. The owners lived out of state, so they're not here to manage it. I did sell this home to them in 2020, but I basically wore the general manager hat for the entire project. And we were going live on the market in just a few days. So this is basically the big reveal. There's going to be a cooler listing video, but this is the behind the scenes so I can share with people what we do when we bring a home to market. And let's walk through everything. So we've got a whole paint scheme inside. Right now, I'm a fan of what we're calling paint drenching. And that is where you have the ceilings, the walls, the baseboards are all one color. You use a different level of shine. You have a flat, you have eggshell, and you have a semi-gloss for the baseboards. Went to Lowe's, I got light fixtures. Since my clients are out of town, I say, hey, I need a budget, just give me the money and I'll go ahead and take care of everything. And guys, I watch that money like it's my own because I want to make sure I can stretch it as far as possible. So we got light fixtures, we bring in staging, and when I do staging, we just do light staging. We're not furnishing a home. What I'm doing is trying to make suggestions of what your home can look like. So just a little something here. As far as lighting, I went through the house with my handyman, made sure that every single light bulb works, every can light, it's gotta be bright so the house shows well in the photos too. Just again, some light staging touches, nothing crazy, nothing major, but all kinds of suggestions just to make it look a little, better than a vacant property. Even in the laundry room, the handyman and I, we do everything. I took off this light, for instance. I cleaned it out because after time, you end up with like bugs or dust, debris in the light. So every detail matters. Then over here, speaking of cleaning, we not only had a huge deep clean, we did the windows too. We had a full window cleaning, inside, outside, the window frames, the window tracks. That's all important because after 5 years, the home, it gets dirty. So you gotta take care of that. Again, as I would say, I was the general manager for this project. We put in new carpets. So new carpets, again, little staging touches. These lights I got from Home Depot online. So I got them, I think, 34% off. They were a great ceiling fan. So again, saving money. I got 4 fans for $430. And then I have a phenomenal handyman who's kind of really good at the install stuff. I have different handyman that are good at different things. This guy is phenomenal at hanging lights. I had 5 ceiling fans installed for $320. So really good value for my clients. Again, just light touches in the bathroom. We want to make sure that all the light bulbs match. Just little basic things, but they shouldn't be overlooked. We've got some towels, just a little, hand soap dishes, things like that. And then, of course, this house is pretty cool. It has a huge double-person walk-in shower, and it would not be given justice if it was not deep cleaned. So Again, I can't stress the deep cleaning enough. Oh, there's my little sticker sign there. You know, my assistant really helps me with the little things, so that's fun. And let's just check out the bedrooms too, right before we go outside to the pool area. This house has nice countertops, granite, everything has been cleaned out. Again, little staging touches, it all helps. Again, here, you know, I had this door. This was replaced by my handyman. It was all off the track and broken, so we replaced the door. Bright light here to keep everything going. And then back to talking about my designer. She helped me choose this evergreen color here. So I like the bathroom. You want to take a risk in your powder room. It should not be the same color as the whole house. That's my view, but I also got that from all the designers on Instagram. So take a risk in your powder room. That's my suggestion to you. And then, yeah, we have the ceiling fans, but I had the curtain rods put up. I'd make sure that the blinds are there. The curtains are looking good. Nice neutral white. So this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. We got closets and just more of this beauty here. I'll bring into this, check this out. Show the closet. You know, we just have a few more pieces. I just like to put little things in the closet just to have fun with it. Show some luxury, some hangers. Now let's go see outside. Oh, the air conditioner was serviced by my AC guy. So that was luckily only $120. They come in and make sure that the system is running perfectly, change the filters, tighten the screws, make sure the fluid's topped off if that's needed. The system here is only from 2020, so not very old, but we're in the end of April. It's almost May. I'm going to be bringing a house on the market in May. Probably won't close until sometime in June, perhaps July. You got to make sure your air conditioner is not an issue. You don't want to do showings where it's hot inside, or, you know, even worse, the AC just fails altogether while you have a house on the market. So again, there's something called, it's like preventative maintenance, preventative health for your listing. You gotta stay healthy. You gotta be ahead of it. Let's go outside. So this is actually another great feature of the property is that it's at a dead-end cul-de-sac street, so there's no through traffic. I think that's a major selling feature. We do have a swimming pool, and again, there was a whole bunch of stuff here. It was an Airbnb for 3 years, and then there was a couple bachelors who were renting the place. Just imagine all the leftover pool floaties, the furniture that was not looking good. It was a little bit of it was a mess, but we brought it back to life and it's clean now. It's all about being clean. We don't like clutter. Man, we hate clutter. So I like things to be simple and neat. Yeah, we took what we had. We brought in a few other things. You know, the pool equipment's nice, no big deal there. But again, this palm tree, had it not been trimmed, it would just be in the way and not clean. One other thing that we made sure we did with some roof repair, there was a little bit of some repairs that I noticed just doing the walkthrough of the house. And I made sure those were done. And my clients, they just trusted in me. And, you know, I got some bids and I got a good roofer. And there we go. We did it all. So really, just to wrap this up for you guys, my clients invested just about $20,000 to take this property into tip-top shape. And so I think that there's no way to measure the value of that 20, but really I think you get the most bang for your buck on things like paint and carpet, okay? Because they're fresh, they're brand new, and they really, really make a difference. They make the home just feel like someone would want to move in and buy it, and they like it the way it is. The reason why is because if your house needs $10,000 worth of paint, the buyer is probably going to offer you $20,000 or $30,000 less. So it's better to just pay the 10 up front. Same with carpet. If it takes $3,000 for new carpet, they'll offer you $10,000 less than if you didn't replace the carpet yourself. So I hope that was helpful. Yeah, also I skimmed the pool, just little things like that, but that's what it takes to bring a property to market. Hope this video was informative and helpful. And if you have a project coming up or you have a rental property that you want to sell, you don't want to do everything that I just did, I can do it all for you. You can find my information below. Have a great day.